There's this Netflix documentary. It's called American Circumcision. It explores this modern debate around the procedure. Real Housewife of Orange County alum Meghan Kind Edmonds went on her podcast recently, and she is voicing regret over the decision that the family made to circumcise her twins. The twins are like 18 months now, Hayes and Hart. Here's what she had to say on the podcast, Intimate Knowledge.
But why would I do this to my child? He's like a little baby. Also, there's no kind of numbing except topically. And like, what kind of long-term effects does this possibly have on the psychological effects on our kids growing up through the years? And then I'm going to get real deep, but is this why maybe men are more aggressive?
Yeah, I mean, so here's the deal. My son was circumcised in our home at our kitchen table. Yes, because my husband is Jewish and we had a bris. He didn't have any anesthetic or whatever. He had Manischewitz, it's this Jewish wine. True story. This is what happens in the Hall house. But Meghan was so nice to join us now from Cyber Hall from Los Angeles to tell us about what she just said.
Morning.
Thank you for joining us. You heard the audience kind of like, ooh, when you said, could this be the reason that some people are aggressive? Take me through the process, Meghan, of how you came to that possible conclusion there.
Well, you know what? By the way, my twins were also circumcised on my kitchen table by a Jewish rabbi.
We started a trend.
They just, there they are. They're so sweet. I decided to use a moil because I thought it was maybe a more loving procedure than just having it done in the hospital. And, you know, I think that I'm going to shift my wording a little bit here. And it's less about are men more aggressive and more about do men suffer any traumatic long-term effects from having this massive procedure done only days old.
And I get that. I really had a hard time with it. It was a tough decision for me. I went online and they were saying it's not necessary. Then other people said medically is healthier. I didn't watch the Netflix series because my husband felt it was propaganda, and he was like, it's gonna sway you. So, you know, I didn't know where to stand. Ultimately, I finally, at the last minute, decided to do it. What was your discussion in your home, and did you factor in societal pressure in this?
Absolutely. In my discussion, my house went very similar to yours. My husband at the time, he played professional baseball, and so he kind of had the locker room mentality, thinking, you know, I want my boys to be like me. I want them to not be looked at and thought of differently. And I understand that. The societal pressure is huge to become circumcised, to circumcise your boys. However, there really is no medical reason to do it. And it's taking away a part of the body that is unnecessary. It's not a hygienic reason anymore. And for me, my conscious mind understood that, but my unconscious mind, the group think part of me said, no, I want my kids to be just like everybody else.
Well, for the record, the American Academy of Pediatrics says the benefits of circumcision outweigh the risk. They say the benefits are decreased risk of urinary tract infections. They say it's easier hygiene, decreased risk of penile cancer, and decreased risk of STDs. But they don't recommend for all newborns. They say it is a decision up to the parents. And that's the decision that you and your husband made.
You know what? I would really urge them to maybe get some updated research and maybe rethink that statement that you just read, because we understand in modern day society how to clean ourselves in all areas. And I just don't know if those facts are facts today.
Well, I'm going by the American Pediatric, but in the end, they say it is up to the parents, which is clearly them saying it's not absolutely necessary to do anymore. Well, I mean, listen, you took a lot of people chiming in, and I think you handled it wonderfully because it's your podcast. You got people talking, you got us thinking about it, and I appreciate you sharing this journey. And best of luck with those twins. I don't know how you do it.